Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. It's your girl, Miss Honey, coming in with a quick, and I do mean quick, review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 11, episode 15. If you are new to my channel, I would love to have you subscribed. Become a member of the tribe. Okay, I promise you will not regret it. Hit that notification bell. I don't put a lot of videos out, but you definitely want to know when Miss Honey is dropping a video. Okay, don't forget to hit that thumbs up bell. It's like saying, hey, Miss Honey, as well as comment down below. We love to banter. This episode wasn't a lot. We just gonna go person by person, which is not a lot because we didn't get to see everybody. We didn't get to see scenes from everybody's life, of course. First of all, we didn't see Tanya at all this episode, which is fine. Tanya went through a lot when she went over to Tokyo. She probably on vacation from her vacation, but I digress. Let's talk about Shamari first. Shamari is back home with her family. She and Ronnie went on a blind date, not a blind date, a double date with Porsha and Dennis. And Shamari's happy about it because she wants her and Porsha to get back Decatur close again because they both from the deck, you know what I'm saying? They both went to school in the deck. There's no reason that they shouldn't be close again. And so Shamari's looking forward to this. Plus, you know, her and Ronnie, mostly Ronnie, kind of fancies themselves to be relationship experts. Okay? So they go to do race car driving, bumper car type situation. And of course, you know that Porsha can't get involved in all that. So her and Shamari get a chance to talk a little bit. And then later on, when the ladies play pool at the same facility, then Dennis and Ronnie get a chance to talk. And Dennis reveals that on the upcoming Friday, he is going to finally pop the question to Porsha. So that is the height and the breadth of Shamari. Then we move on to Eva. It was so cute seeing Eva make breakfast for her boys. Her now husband had their little baby, their little Michael Jr. Super duper cute. He was feeding him and feeding himself, and they were chit-chatting and talking. They had a DJ come over. They finalizing the last parts of this whole wedding situation. Little Marley comes in and she's taking photos. It's all just so wholesome and wonderful. Later on, we see a stylist slash assistant slash friend, I don't know, slash bridesmaid come in with all of these boxes, FedEx boxes. Michael's not there. The boxes are too heavy, so she throws them on the elevator. Eva does. Rides the boxes up to the elevator. These are dresses that have been recommended or sent in the stead of the dress that she really wanted. The dress that she really wanted that she was getting made had special fabric. That fabric has been discontinued, so the dress can't be made. I'm not really sure why we didn't just pick a different fabric and still have the dress made. Maybe it was too late for all that, but it seems like it could have been avoidable. Also could have been avoidable because this is just your third dress that you don't have. You've actually got 3 dresses and 2 of them are already in place. And this third dress is not coming together the way that you'd hoped that it would. Now, you are over budget. You have more people coming to eat and to have a good time. You've got to pay for a DJ. And you don't even have your third dress. So she has a little breakdown. She has a little breakdown and needs to go and make herself a drink. Now, first of all, I know that you got to have a certain amount of drama for the show. But the last thing I would have done in this economic climate is let myself be filmed breaking down and freaking out over not having enough clothing. When you already got 2 dresses. You already got 2 dresses. So push come to shove, it ain't the end of the world. You could at least wear the second dress for the rest of the evening. Push come to shove. Push come to shove. Or go and find get yourself another more casual, more relaxed, we here to dance type dress for the evening. I mean, this would have been your third dress. I would never have let myself be filmed being that vain, being that small-minded. Like, you're not freaking out because you don't have a dress at all. You freaking out because your third dress is not working out. Like, it is the... Not only is it rich people problems, it's elitist, it's childish, you know what I mean? It seems like you're being very entitled, privileged. Like, really, this what you breaking down over? But I thought you were supposed to be hippie chic girl. You supposed to be hippie chic girl. It's a party. This is when all the old people go on home and the young people party through the night. Girl, go out there and get you a dress and keep the party going. But you finna, okay, but this is your storyline, so I see why you doing it. But they wouldn't have never filmed me having a breakdown over that. I would have broke down over the DJ, over the food, over the cake, anything else that was gonna involve my guests not being comfortable, the budget maybe. You know, I would never have freaked out over the fact that dress that I didn't have a third dress, like the end of the world. Like, it was so, I was just looking at her like, girl, are you serious? Are you serious? Anyway, it was my least favorite part of the show. It was my least favorite part of the show. Like, for her to have a breakdown because one of the 3 dresses that she wanted is not going to pull through. And that woman that was there was like, calm down, just calm down. Like, I am just, no, give me some things. I was like, what? Anyway, I'm not a fan of helplessness. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a big fan of it, especially when it's unnecessary. Like, first of all, why you got people sending you? Okay, anyway. You could have put a white spandex skirt, pencil skirt or something underneath, had it put sewn underneath that see-through dress. Like, it was so unnecessary. It was so unnecessary. And for you to allow these people to film you in this elitist type way, girl, it's just not a good look. It's not a good look. And they finna make an open show of you on your finances. And this what you do? All right, so let's move forward. Kandi and Todd are doing great. OLG gang is booming and busting out the seams. It's coming along real nice. They get a chance to talk about the fact that they got these 2 embryos out here, and Todd want to use them. He want to use them, but he don't want to be a part of the whole birthing process. I think he's just nervous. I think he's just afraid because all of the things that he was doing with Kandi, rubbing her belly, and, you know, all of these things that the man experiences with the pregnancy, that he obviously quite enjoyed, he's not going to necessarily be able to project all of this onto the surrogate. And so he's saying he doesn't know if he want to be involved. He do want the babies. He do want to use the embryos, but he just doesn't know if he want to be a part of the pregnancy process. Like, just bring me the 2 babies and I'll take the love thing from there. You know, and Kandi feels like this is him bailing on her, period. And she needs to understand, which he consoles her. I really do think they love each other. I do. I'm not one of the people that feel like Todd don't love Kandi and Todd is using Kandi. Todd puts in work in that relationship. He does. So I'm not going to say that. I can see where he may be exhibiting some fear. Plus, he know he can't just be all sweet and lovey-dovey to the surrogate. They do get a chance to meet the surrogate, and she seemed like a nice enough girl. She seemed very healthy. Looked like she got some good birthing hips and things of that nature. I don't know if that was all her hair, but she seemed like she got good skin and things like that. You know, it's gonna be Kandi's egg, and I guess his semen, you know, or his sperm. And so it's gonna be their baby, but you still want your surrogate to be, you know, a good surrogate. She seems like she's well balanced. She worked um in a doctor's office, I think, where they deliver babies, and she's already done it one time before. Kandi was emotional because it's something she wants to do. If she could do it and do it successfully with a modicum of procedures and medical um, incidences, I'm sure she would. If she could pop them babies out like Kandi, like Tiny, she would. But she can't, and I think she feels bad about that too. So I I say if you got the money, you got the means, and you can take care of the kids, I say go for it. They've had every other experience. You know, threesomes, dungeons. Dungeons. They've been all over the world. She's achieved many things out there in the celebrity stratosphere, and he's done great business wise. They both have. This is something that you guys have not done. It's going to bring you joy in the long run. You have the money and the finances to take care of the children. I say more power to both of y'all. Get it done. Get it done. And you know, Kandi, how much you like to parlay stuff into your own TV show, your own TV special. So have at it, girl. And get your two babies to boot. Let's see, what else? Okay, so Porsha don't know that Dennis is going to propose. So we get to see where Lauren is filming her getting ready. She thinks she's going to a charity event, and they're going to fly in on a helicopter, and it turns out he's flying her to this sort of warehouse top floor. They land the plane on top, go downstairs, and she notices that one of her favorite songs is playing, and then there's like a little montage of her and Dennis singing, you know, their own little parts of this song at different times. They really enjoyed the song together. For certainly it's Porsha's song. I didn't even know Lil Mo sang that song. I've enjoyed that song before on a playlist. I didn't know that it was Lil Mo that sang it. This song, I think it's called Forever. And he had roses put down at the bottom of this sort of warehouse loft type suite. And Little Mo was there next to a piano singing. I don't know why she left the piano and kept coming into the shot with Dennis and Porsha. It was one other person there, but Shamari wasn't there. Ron was like, it wasn't, I don't know. It seemed very Tyler Perry stage scene. You know, it just wasn't like he brought all her family and friends and everybody was there waiting to surprise her. It wasn't like this big production. It was kind of thin. I mean, he really could. I don't know. Porsha was happy with it. She seemed like she was happy with it. I'm of the mindset of a lot of people who believe that Dennis and Porsha did all of this prior to them filming, and they just reenacted it for purposes of filming. I think that's what happened, because as much as he does for Porsha, as much as he spoils her, I just don't see Dennis stopping with an empty warehouse. I see Dennis as going above and beyond for Porsha. I mean, he wanted 4 $2,000 strollers. So anyway, they're moving on with their family, tying the knot, you know, committing to one another, not only having this baby, but he's gonna sell his place in the city and move to her home in Duluth. And now they're getting married, you know. So if Porsha's on her way, I'm happy for Porsha. That's one of the few times I got emotional, was Eva talking about her grandfather who passed on, and how she got a chance to see him and rub his feet and all of that before he transitioned. That was an emotional moment. I got emotional on that, and I got emotional just hearing Porsha talking to confessional about how alone and hopeless she felt, and the Lord sent her Dennis. I want things to work out for Porsha. I can understand where she's coming from, having been single myself most of my adult life. So I understand where she's coming from. That's Porsha. Let's go ahead and talk about this Nene situation. Nene is taking Greg. A lot of people thought Greg had the surgery while Nene was in Japan, but he didn't. I thought it would be odd that he would have surgery without his POA there. You know what I'm saying? Like if anything went wrong, it would be Nene that would have to make decisions. So why she would be out of town across, the waters when her husband is having surgery. I just didn't see that was happening. And true enough, when they come back, he's having, and Nene is still in pout mode. She's got flowers that were waiting on her when she came back there at the table. She's still in pout mode. She feels like she's not happy. This is not a situation that's ideal for her, and she's expressing it. She's telling him that she's going to drop him off and get him settled. And when they're doing the surgery, she got some things she got to run around and get done. She's got to go to the store and do a couple of things and some errands. And she's just stressed out with all this stuff. And they driving now. He want to know what stuff. And she was like, well, just stuff. He was like, well, what kind of stuff? Just stuff. It's clear that she doesn't want to talk. They have like a little tension parking, and he gets out the car and asks her if she would bring the bag, and the look on her face was like, I don't do bags. Okay. Helping him out and being a comfort to him, she just can't seem to muster it up. Not in these clips, not in these scenes that we're seeing. Why she wasn't talking to him in more encouraging ways on the way to the hospital, considering he was going under the knife. And anytime you go under the knife could be your last time seeing people. So I just don't know why you picked that moment to bring tension and stress into an already tense and stressful situation. Greg ended up staying in the hospital. Greg, it wasn't like outpatient surgery. I don't know if it was always planned that he had to stay a few days after the surgery. It was to reconnect his bowels and to get him off a colostomy bag. So they need him to, before he can leave the hospital, period, he has to pass gas or he has to pass his bowels, just to make sure that the line of connection is complete. There is no blockage or anything like that. So that's one of the reasons why they keep you. But Nene is having girls come over to the house, and she's got like a spread. She's got sandwiches put out and drinks made, and she wants to light candles. I'm like, well, how many people coming over? These just your girlfriends coming over. She talked about how Marlo and Cynthia came to the hospital, and they were there when he came out of surgery and just supported her in that way and supported Greg in that way. Even Cynthia just talked about how Nene is just not being the best, acting the best, supportive, at being supportive when it comes to Greg. It's such a poor look. It's such a poor look, Nene. You seem very, very spoiled. You seem very, very spoiled. If there is any opportunity for you to grow and to become a better person, being in service to others, to someone else, especially a person that is ailing, that's one of the biggest blessings you'll have in your life. You being a blessing to Greg emotionally, physically, and in this time of need is gonna bless you so much more than any little bitty thing Greg could do for you on Wednesday. To make your day go better, to help you get your shoes put on and that's nothing. What you want him to do, how you want him to be, is nothing compared to how things would be if you see this thing through with dignity and grace. Nene, you're not doing this thing with dignity and grace. You're not. You're coming across as selfish. You're coming across as if you supposed to take precedent over him taking care of himself and fighting cancer. And it is a bad look. It gets worse and worse and worse. It's not getting any better. Okay? It's not getting any better. That's all for Real Housewives of Atlanta. I really actually went on 5 minutes longer than I should have, but I just wanted to say that part. Those were my two stress. Those were my two anger points. That evil bull crap. You know what I mean? And this Nene situation, I really want to shake Nene so hard. Girl, don't let these people film you doing this, acting like this. You out here soireeing and this man is in the hospital? I can see if you met the girls down the street for drinks and all of that. But you putting... Anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoy your day off. If you're off today for the holiday, I'm about to go get my hair braided. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And until next time, honeybees, mwah, mwah, mwah.